Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. One expression that managers use and are thought to use when they speak with their subordinates and they want to bring them back in line is no one can't be replaced. Or everyone can be replaced. That means we don't need you. If you're staying here, fine. If you're leaving, we're going to find another piece of garbage, let's put it this way, and we're going to employ him. That's the threat that you are told. But the same way, the supervisor is also one of piece of garbage that can be replaced. But anyway, you use this when you discuss with your subordinates like this. Why? Psychologically, to tell the other side, you're actually not needed. You're just, you destroy that person's spirit. You're just garbage. You have nothing. We don't actually need you. You're not valuable. So this is what we are, dealing with in the capitalist system. And if you don't believe me, you didn't find a manager yet. But anyway, or a good manager, supervisor. And this is what we're taught here. Now we have here an article. Actually, I will use two articles from Ukraine about the Zaporizhzhia Nuclear Power Plant. If you if you don't know, I will just make a little summary. It was taken over by the Russians, I think in the 5th of March 2022, when the Russians started the invasion, and since then it's been in the Russians' hands. And the Russians kept the personnel, the workers, remember, you're not that important, you're not that good, you're not valuable enough. They kept the employees over there, and they said, okay, you make it function and no problem. Now, obviously, all those guys, if they really had value and, let's say, virtue, they would say, you know what, we don't work under the occupation, and cross into the Ukraine and say, you know what, I'm here, give me a job. But they didn't do it for obvious reasons. Why? You have families, that's your job, and so on, which I understand that perfectly. And they started working, continued to work under the Russian occupation of the Zaporizhzhia Nuclear Power Plant. Now, if you remember, the Russians got the boss. They say, hey, you get out, send him to Ukraine, because the boss of the Zaporizhzhia Nuclear Power Plant supposedly was chirping to the Ukrainians. Or anyway, it needed to go. He needed to go. The Russians decided, good or bad, that's a fact, out. And they appointed another one. I think the second one was spoken to and said, you see that guy over there? Okay, now get to work. And I haven't heard that the second one was kicked out. And after a while, the Russians started to try to have the employees of the Zaporizhzhia Nuclear Power Plant sign new contracts, because they took over, the Russians took over, occupied it however you want it. It's theirs right now. Temporarily, I don't know. Forever, I don't know. The fact is, right now, that plant belongs to those bad boys. And they said, okay, now, personnel, here is the new contract. You sign it or you get out. Remember, you're not that important. A lot of people in the Western media started saying that, oh my God, the Russians, what are they going to do with those guys, because they can't operate the plant. Now, those guys who said this are idiots, and I tell you why. It's like the Russians are baboons or something. They never built a nuclear power plant. They don't have employees. They have no experience. They build, as we speak, nuclear power plants, as we speak, and they operate them. So the Western media said that, oh my God, what's going to happen? The Russians are going to destroy the plant because they don't know how to use it. They can't operate it. That's for bottom feeders with below 86 IQ. Then we say, yeah, that's right, man. They can't operate it. Okay. Now, you saw the title of that little article here, which is from some time. It is from November 28th, 2022. Workers who won't sign Russian contracts banned from nuclear power plant. So it's okay, you don't sign with us. Like, you're an employee. Let's say you say, I don't want to sign the new contract, boss. Okay, there's the door. See you never. Okay, so Ukraine's military said on Monday Moscow had banned Ukrainian technicians who has refused to sign contracts with Russia's atomic energy firm from entering the vast Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant that Russia forces seized in March. Okay? Well, you say, well, then what? Very easy. They will bring their own. Oh, they don't have them. That's what these idiots are telling the other bottom feeders. Okay, and I say, yeah, man, yeah, they're going to bring some. What do you think? They're incapable? I have another article, and this is from today or yesterday. And they keep the same mantra as the Russians cannot operate it. So let's go and see what's going on with this article. Can't make things up, man. This comes from Ukrainska Pravda. It's from today, Monday, the 6th of February, 2023. Russian invaders bring personnel from Kalinin nuclear power plant to Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. Oh, so they have some people over there? They're not really baboons, but wait, I don't think those are good enough. I don't think those are as good as the Ukrainian personnel they fired. Let's see. Personnel from Kalinin nuclear power plant has arrived at the temporarily occupied Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. The crew includes reactor control engineers, shift supervisors, power engineers, and other representatives of nuclear-related specialties. Energoatom, Ukraine state company that runs all nuclear power plants in this country, reported it. And I'm quoting, "The invaders believe that nuclear engineers from the Russian Federation will be able to work at the captured Ukrainian plant." So these guys continue their idiotic assessment that they think those guys can do it. Yes, they can do it. They are technicians, engineers, supervisors. Yes, they can do it. Do you think that what? There's like 5 in the world, and that's 3 of them are Ukrainians, 1 is Canadian, and 1 American, and 0 French, because they have a lot of nuclear power plants. The French, yes, they do. I think 90% of their energy comes from nuclear power plants. Anyway, so this is a narcissistic way of seeing things. Without us, you're dead. No, you're not. Remember what I told you at the beginning of this video? No, nobody can't be replaced. We can replace each and no one is unreplaceable. That's how we, whenever supervisors tell others. And you as a supervisor can be replaced. Look over there. Shift supervisor are brought in. You know, this is a mentality of a toddler. When you think you're the only one and the most important person on the whatever activity is occurring or happening over there. At least in this case, the nuclear power plant. Do you think they can operate it? Yeah, they can. And it says here. So I'm going to read this again because it's just revealing. Quoting, "The invaders believe that nuclear engineers from the Russian Federation will be able to work at the captured Ukrainian plant." Yes, they can. I'm 100% certain. "Among the foreigners," end quote, "are reactor control engineers, shift supervisors, power engineers, and other representatives of nuclear-related specialties. The invaders offered them training on a full-scale simulator. However, the Ukrainian instructors who are supposed to teach how to operate it refused to work for the enemy, and the Ruschist, which is Russian occupiers, blocked access of Ukrainians to working places." Okay, one way or another, the Russian gastarbeiters now have no way to improve their skills. However, they boast that they have been offered contract for 6 months and are even offered to move their families in Enerhodar, which is Zaporizhzhia Oblast. Now, let's listen. They think, let's start with the beginning. Who built that nuclear power plant? That power plant was built during the Soviet Union. So there were Soviet, which was Ukrainian, and other how do you call it, ethnicities working at that. I guarantee it was not 100% Ukrainians. Let's say it was 100% Ukrainians. That power plant was built and was designed by some, architects, designers, how do you want to call them? They built it. Now, were those all Ukrainians? that was built as a standard way of building nuclear warplanes, nuclear power plants by the Soviets. So that means that those reactors, that plant has other built in the same way by the same standards. It doesn't have 5 reactors, might have 3, but I guarantee you those 3 are operated the same way that the Zaporizhzhia is operated. I mean, it's just crazy to think that the Russians do not know how to operate a nuclear power plant that they built, they operate themselves, of the same kind. It's like you have let's say a mechanic, an auto mechanic. Now they call them technicians. That's fine, whatever. Let's call them gods of the car. I don't care. So these guys, let's say you work on a Ford car. Let's say Ford Escort. I don't even know if they make that. So I work on that all my life, and then I go to, I don't know, a different town, and over there or different country, and they bring another Ford Escort. Do you think I would not be able to work on that one? I mean, I worked all my life in a different country on the same freaking car. What are you talking about? That car was built here as it was built over there by the same manufacturer. But did you hear them? Oh, they will not be able to do it. What is this? What is this? This is a low-level mentality. And these guys, remember, it was not idiots. Let me read again who these guys were. All right? It says right here, the source is Energoatom, Ukraine's state company that runs all nuclear power plants in this country. So Energoatom, I'm pretty sure they didn't speak with, I'm not going to insult anybody, the driver or the doorman or the janitor. I don't think they quoted this. They didn't make this statement. I think it was the biggest of the biggest in the Energoatom who said that the engineers from Russia will not be able to work, right? And then here, well, I'm supposed to teach them how they refuse, so the Ruskies blocked access. They will not be. What is going on here? At the same time, the traitors from the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, who signed a contract with the sham Russian-established Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant operating organization JSC, have had their salaries significantly reduced. And quote, the Ukrainian state-owned company added. Anyway, so Energoatom once again urges nuclear-related workers not to sign any contracts with the enemy in order not to become direct accomplices of the aggressor and not to destroy their own future. That's a threat, all right? Become direct accomplices. You become accomplices in a crime, usually. That's the word used, of the aggressor, and not to destroy their own future. That means you're done. All right, well, these guys are not so... understanding. So what are you going to do with these guys? Let's say I'm a worker over there. I have, let's say, 5 kids, a wife and 3 pigs, 1 chicken, and I don't know, a little apartment somewhere. Okay? And I work over there as, I don't know, a technician, something, I don't know, just do something over there. Okay? And I said, well, you know what? Slava Ukraina, no, I'm not going to work for you. And I go to an Energobar. In my town, my apartment, say, honey, good news, I'm a hero. What did you do, honey? Well, I quit. Go back. That's what she's going to do. What do you think she's going to do? I can't go back. I mean, look, this guy said I'm going to destroy my future. No, you go back. And if you don't go back, you call Zelensky, and Zelensky is going to give you a job, a better paid job, because I heard the Americans are going to give you a lot of money from their taxes. Really? Yes. So the government functions, remember? Oh, okay, thank you very much. I feel better now. Is this how it's supposed to operate, the whole shit? Anyway, I knew this. I said it maybe on two occasions, 2 videos before, when I covered a nuclear power plant, Zaporizhzhia. And I said the same way. The Ukrainians built, the Soviets, the Russians, the Ukrainians together, they have the engineers, they have the personnel, they can train them. This was built, the same nuclear power plant is in other areas in Russia as we speak right now. They are not like baboons. It's just unbelievably stupid how these guys are treating us. And not only treating us, that communique, that statement coming from the chiefs, the bosses of whatever Energoatom was that, imagine those guys sitting in front of a table and, I'm going to issue this, what do you think? Yeah, we're going to do, it's good, yeah, man, let's send it. That So we have either those are idiots and the public is idiot, or those guys are not idiots but know the public is idiot. Therefore, they can give this communicate just like that. Or maybe those are not idiots and the public is not idiot, but they play along. I don't know, they pretend. Oh my God. Anyway, man, and it's unbelievable how these guys can operate like that. How in the hell they drive a car, making decisions based on this kind of way of thinking? Anyway, when they look at the stop sign, they think, oh, that's just a suggestion. They might be thinking that way. Oh, that's 75 miles per hour speed traffic limit, or whatever, speed limit. Oh, for me, it's just a suggestion. For you guys, you know, only I can drive. What the hell? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Jesus Christ.